Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how I did this beautiful simple set using Blue Sky Gum Gel. So I've already applied tips to my clients and done all my prep work and cuticle work. Now I'm just going in with a bonder. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply a really thin coat of base coat, and you want to ensure that you get the whole surface of the nail and the tip. Then once I've applied this, I would get my client to cure under my UV lamp for 1 minute. If it was an LED lamp, it would just be 30 seconds. So now that's set, I'm going to go in with my first bead of Blue Sky Gum Gel, and I'm just using the end of my gel brush to scrape that off the bottle. And I'm just going to place the bead on the nail and pat that down with my brush, and I do have some alcohol rub next to me which I will dip my brush in anytime that I feel like the brush is starting to stick into the gel. And you just want to pat that down really lightly, and then using the tip of the brush you want to feather that down towards the free edge of the nail. If there's any parts on the nail where you've not applied enough of the gum gel and you think it's too thin, you can literally go back in with another little blob and it blends so easy. And also please make sure that when you dip your brush in the alcohol rub, you do drain it off, because you don't want to flood the nail with alcohol rub or else it would just thin it out, they won't set. So yeah, just make sure that you're not using too much of the alcohol rub on your brush. Once I've applied that to all 5 nails, I will get my client to cure that under my UV lamp for, it's supposed to be 2 minutes, but I like to do for 3 minutes just to ensure that it is fully cured. So yeah, while she's got her hand in the lamp, I'll then move on to apply the first coat on the other hand. Then once that's set, I'll then go in with my second bead of the gum gel, and this time I'm using a smaller bead and I'm applying it closer to the cuticle and pushing it back into the cuticle. But you need to make sure that you want it flush, but you don't want to touch the cuticle or the skin on the finger. So you're just going to push that back into the cuticle, and then using the tip of your brush you want to really lightly feather that out nice and evenly to the free edge of the nail. And as I said earlier, if there's any bits where you think they look too thin or your apex isn't right, you can just apply another bead and use your brush to pat that in, and as you can see here, it blends in really, really well. once that's applied to all 5 nails, I will once again get my client to cure them under my UV lamp for 3 minutes. It is supposed to be 2 minutes, but I like to give it an extra minute just to ensure that it is fully cured. So once that's all cured, I will then take some alcohol rub on a paper towel and just wipe off the tacky residue that's left over. And then I'll go ahead and file the nails. When it comes to filing, the first set that I did, I over-filed because this stuff is so easy to file and it's really easy to over-file. So now I use my 100 grit file to file the free edge and get the shape, and then lightly, and I mean really lightly, file the surface of the nail. And then when it comes to the cuticle, I will just use my buffer just to make sure that that's nice and flush, because you don't want to do what I did and over file and then they're too thin and you have to go back and do the process all over again. So yeah, just when it comes to filing, just make sure that you don't over file and just use a really light hand when you're filing. So on the ring finger, my client wanted a Mandela stamp, so I'm going in with my Moyu Mandela collection. It's the number 4, and I'm also using the Moyu stamping polish in black. So yeah, literally just get that on there, and then I will go ahead and top coat all of the nails, including the one that we've just done the stamping on, and then I will clean up around the nail once the top coat's set. The top coat that I'm using is the CJP Top Gloss, and once I've applied this to all 5 nails, I'll then get my client to cure them under my UV lamp for 2 minutes. If it was an LED lamp, it would be just 1 minute. Then once they're set, I will then go in with some acetone and an old brush that I've got and just clean up around the nail that we did the stamping on. Then I will go in with some cuticle oil, and I am using CJP Floral Blast, I think it's called, and I will just go in and apply that to all 5 nails and rub that into the skin, and then that will be it. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you all in my next tutorial. Thank you, bye.